Stephen, we've talked in a previous video about the 5 qualities of high-performing teams, and just for reference, we talked about trust, managing conflict, we talked about alignment behind a common vision, everybody taking responsibility within that team for what they need to achieve, and also clarity of expectations. So those are the 5 qualities. Now, if you're a leader and you're trying to establish, one, whether you have a high-performing team, but 2, what the behaviours should be that are visible that would support those 5. How would you go about doing that?
Alex, great question. High performance lives in your team culture. And what you're trying to do over time is drive your high performing team culture. And what is culture? The way things are done around here. And what are behaviors? Behaviors are things people say and do. If you have behaviors that don't fit the high-performing culture, those are the behaviors you want to be able to get rid of, give feedback on and change. But change to what? And that's where you need to define as a leader with your team, collaboratively, what are the high-performing behaviors that will drive those qualities? So if a quality is trust, an example would be sit with your team and define what has them not feel trusted, and list all those behaviors. And then what would a high-performing team who trust each other, what will those behaviors be? And get your team to script and write out maybe 3 to 5 key behaviors that they will do day in and day out to drive trust. And then you repeat that process for conflict, you repeat it for leaderships, everyone's responsibility, aligned effort behind a common vision, and clear expectations. And once you have that list of behaviors, it becomes your golden rule, your map book for which you drive performance.
So what I'm hearing, Stephen, is that this doesn't have to be rocket science. This can be relatively straightforward in that you're going to use your team to help define the desired behaviors behind those 5 qualities, and then in effect define the measures, and then in effect have something that you can screen yourselves against to answer the question, are we stacking up as a high-performing team? Would that be a fair summary?
Alex, perfect summary. Use your team. Hugely important.
Thank you, Stephen.